Hey, welcome back to Lineage Man. In this training video, we're going to be talking about the process. And most entrepreneurs, when they first start out, they think they understand what they need to do in order to create an online business. But most of them are wrong. And I know I was wrong. And I really wish someone posted a video like this when I was first starting out. And there's a few things that you need to understand along the way in order to create an online business. And it's not as easy as what you think it is. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing that with you. And by the end of this training video, you're going to have a clear understanding of exactly what you need to start focusing on in order to create and sustain an online business. Hey, my name is Mark Richardson. I'm the founder of Lineage Man, and I help people create and grow profitable online businesses. And if you're just starting out, it's very important to really understand the process. And most people, when they start out, they think the process looks something like this. Step 1, research ways to start an online business. Step 2, purchase a course or a program from somebody who's already successful doing that. Step 3, apply the knowledge and take everything that you've learned from that course or program and really take action on it. And then step 4, just become a super successful entrepreneur. And this is what most people have in their mind. But the truth is most people get to step 3 and they end up losing momentum and they really start to struggle. And instead of becoming a super successful entrepreneur, they end up quitting or they go back to step 1 and try something else. And a lot of entrepreneurs out there will really get stuck in step 1 and step 2. And they're always researching ways to start online businesses and they're buying all these courses and programs, but they're never actually applying anything. Because by the time they get to step 3, they're constantly filled with self-doubt. They always think that there's something else better out there. They always think that they're doing the wrong thing. They start to doubt the program. They start to doubt the entrepreneur, and they just lose momentum. And then they always end up quitting and they always try something else. And the truth is people do not believe in themselves. They do not have enough belief in what they're doing. They don't have belief that they are going to achieve what they're going to achieve, and they just quit too soon. And this is because people think that successful businesses create successful entrepreneurs. And this just isn't the case because businesses do not create successful people. Successful people create successful businesses. And it's very easy to understand when you look at it like this. And pretend there's two people. There's Alex and Andy. Now, Alex is very organized. He's got all of his shit together. And then Andy is a complete mess. And he's like falling apart. And both of these people buy the exact same course or the exact same online program. Now, both of these people, Alex and Andy, are going to get very different results because of who they are. But the truth is people are constantly changing all of the time. And you'll find that there's people out there like Alex who were extremely organized and very positive and had clear visions. And over time, they turn into Andy and they become messy and they have poor habits and they start to lose the direction and they have just these negative mindsets and they change. And just like Alex turning into Andy, there are people out there like Andy who are turning into Alex. And slowly over time, they're becoming more organized. They have a clear vision and their mindsets change. And this is very possible. And people really don't see this as possible because people think that they can't change. They think that they are who they are and there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. And they are just a victim of their own circumstances. And fate has led them to where they are. And they literally have no control over it. And the truth is you have a lot more control over it than you think. And I know this because I was the same way. And I actually was Andy. And I started off as Andy. And I had very poor habits. And I had no direction. And I had a negative mindset. And it was me that was holding myself back. And when I tried to create a business at first, it was very difficult for me to do because I was not the person capable of creating that business. And then when I started changing myself and I started making small tweaks to who I was, it started building over time and it was compounding over time. And I realized over time that I was becoming Alex. And then one day I looked up in the mirror and was like, who is this person staring me back? Like, who is this guy? How did I become you? And I'm very proud of the person I am today. And I never thought that it was possible for me to change who I was. But it was very possible, and it's very possible for you too. You just have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and start taking small, very small steps towards becoming the person that you want to become. And eventually you're going to become that person. Now, I wanted to give you 3 things that you can start doing right now to help you begin transforming your life so that you can create a successful online business and become that entrepreneur capable of creating it. The first thing that I recommend you do is clean and organize your life. Now, I know what you're thinking, clean and organize my life. What is this going to do? How is this going to help me? Well, I'll tell you that Businesses are a direct reflection of the entrepreneur, and businesses need to be very organized, they need to be very clean, they need to be very efficient. And if you, the entrepreneur, are not clean, organized, and efficient, then your business is not going to be efficient. Now, I know that there are two sides to any coin, and I know that there are entrepreneurs out there who are successful and they are not clean or organized, and they are able to make it work for them. But I will tell you that most entrepreneurs who are successful are clean and organized. And I started finding success in my own life when I became more clean and organized. And I don't mean that you need to go out there and just clean up your entire house and clean up everything right now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you need to start making small little changes to your daily routine to help clean up your area, clean up your living room, your kitchen, your garage, your backyard, whatever it may be, and clean these different areas. And once you start cleaning them over time and building in that basic habit of doing it every single day, you're going to bring that same mentality over into your business, and your business is going to be a lot better off for it. And not only are you going to be able to get that business off the ground, but you're going to be able to sustain that business over time. The next piece of advice I would give you is write down your goals. Understand what you're trying to do and how you're doing it. And you need to understand your near-term goals, the things that you want to achieve this week or next week or in a month from now. And also your long-term goals. What are you trying to achieve next year or in 5 years? And what are your lifelong goals? And most people really start businesses and they have no goals, whether near-term or long-term. And if you don't have a goal, then you are never going to get there. You are never going to achieve anything because you have never defined anything. And this may sound like it's not important, but this is really one of the most important things. Because when you set goals, you can start looking back on what you've done with your time and see if you're getting closer to your goal or further away from your goal. But if you don't actually define what it is, you're never going to know where you are, and you're constantly going to float around, doing a million different things and achieving nothing. And the last thing I wanted to share with you today is why it's so important to feed your mind positivity. And there are so many times in business that you're first starting out and everything is unknown, and you're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot, and you're going to fail often. And when you fail, it is going to be very easy for you to focus on all the negative things that you're doing and all of the negative things that are happening to you. And you're going to lose money along the way and all these different things. And that's okay. You just need to focus on all the things that you're doing right, everything good in your life. Be grateful for all the things that you do have. And once you're able to do that, you're able to see situations differently. And once you see that situation differently, the situation will actually begin to change. And you're going to find a lot of opportunity where there was none before. And this will really change your life. And one of the things that I do is I listen to books. And there are a lot of great books out there that are very inspirational from very successful entrepreneurs. And I listen to these books on audiobook. And I'm telling you, there is a huge difference between listening to audiobooks and watching the news or watching something on TV. And this may be very difficult for you to do at first because you want to watch all these shows, you want to watch the news, but you need to understand that if you let negativity into your mind, it's going to breed more negativity. And then you're just going to be completely consumed with everything negative. So I'm telling you that one of the most very critical pieces of the entrepreneur puzzle is feed your mind positivity. Feed it a lot, feed it every day, feed it, feed it, feed it. All right, well, that's it for this video. I really hope that you got a lot out of this, and I hope by now you understand that successful businesses do not create successful entrepreneurs. Successful entrepreneurs create successful businesses. And if you're having an issue getting your business off the ground or growing your business, it's not your business's fault. It's your fault. You, the entrepreneur, needs to change. You need to change your mindset, change the way you view things, change a little bit about yourself in order to create amazing business. So I'm going to be putting out a few videos a week. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, know when my next video comes out, and I will see you next time.